Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan. Today we have some very important pressing issues within South Sudan, and before we proceed with this top story, please help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video you can be notified. Let us start with our first top story. United States US accuse oil companies of unfair treatment. US representatives from United States have accused oil company working in their area of ignoring the right of local people when it comes to job and scholarship. The US said the company are not keeping their promises under the corporate social responsibility agreements. These agreements require companies to give back to the communities where they operate by offering scholarship, job, and other support. During a meeting with Vice President Tabandengai on Wednesday, the US mentioned that Greater Pioneer Operating Company and Sud Petroleum Operating Company have failed to follow these commitments. The EU say that students from oil-producing communities are being left out, and some companies, especially in Gwitt County, do not include students from private universities in scholarship program. Members of the Jikenya Student Association and Lake Community Association raised this complaint, calling the action of the companies unfair and discriminatory. They said every young person deserves an equal chance to learn and work regardless of their background or the school they attend. The youth delegation, led by Gadjan Mayan Shar and Sultan William Wijal War, urged the national government to step in quickly and make sure opportunities are shared fairly among all communities in Unity State. Vice President Tabandengai promised to take the issue to the economic cluster, the Minister of Petroleum and the leader of the oil companies. He said the matter will be discussed and handled fairly. The meeting also looked at other problems affecting the local communities, including pollution from oil activities, seasonal flooding, and conflict over land and resources. By the time of this report, efforts to get comment from the oil companies were not successful. Before we proceed with our next top story, please help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell. Parliament to investigate deportation of South Sudanese mothers from Sudan. The National Legislative Assembly has ordered an investigation into report that South Sudanese mothers are being deported from Sudan without their children. This followed growing concern after authorities in Reng County reported that more than 100 South Sudanese women were arrested in Sudan and sent south on buses, leaving many of their children behind. The order came from Deputy Speaker Parmena Awerial Along during an extraordinary parliamentary sitting on Thursday. Earlier this week, Reng Commissioner Ding Deng Luit said the deported women arrived at the border in a state of shock and heartbreak after being separated from their babies and young children. He called the act a serious violation of human rights and immediately stop the deportation buses at the border. When questioned, Lieutenant Ali Saleh Bilal, the Sudanese official who led the convoy, said he was acting under direct order from Sudan director of the Foreigner Department. He explained that the deportation were part of a joint campaign against foreigners. Bilal said some women arrived with their children while others were separated during the process. He has now been instructed by Sudanese authorities to return the mothers to Sudan to collect their children before bringing them back to South Sudan. In the South Sudanese parliament, Honorable Stephen Bolley condemned the deportation, calling them inhuman and urging Sudan to stop such action immediately. The deputy speaker has directed for parliamentary committees, foreign affairs, humanitarian affairs, human rights and defense and security to carry out a joint investigation. The committees are to work with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and other government bodies to find out what really happened and to help reunite the mothers with their children. The investigation is expected to begin immediately. Before we move on to our next top story, please help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video you can be notified. Mobile court in Bentiu deliver justice in rape and murder cases. In Bentiu, the capital of Unity State, a mobile court has convicted 19 people for serious crime including rape and murder. The court, which was established to bring justice closer to communities in remote areas, finished its recent session on Wednesday. Madeng Lajor Madeng, the state public prosecutor and acting legal administrator, confirmed that the court has handled more than 60 criminal cases since its creation. Out of those, 25 have already been concluded. Madeng said that police have received over 100 new cases for investigation, showing that more people now have confidence in the justice system. He said this rise in reporting means people are beginning to understand the importance of the rule of law. The United Nations mission in South Sudan, UNMISS, has been providing logistical and technical support to the mobile court since February 2024. Natalia Mazur, the UNMISS rule of law officer in Unity State, said that the court has given victims a chance to get justice and has helped promote peace and security in the community. The current session of the court started on September 29 and will end on October 24. This effort is part of a broader plan to strengthen the justice system across South Sudan and to ensure that even people in faraway areas can access fair trial. Our next report, Minister called for cooperation between journalists and soldiers. The Minister of Information, Communication Technology and Postal Services, Michael Makuei, has called on both journalists and the South Sudan People Defense Forces to work together instead of clashing. Speaking during a roundtable meeting on media relations and human rights, Makuei said that both sides have an important role to play in serving the nation. Makuei says South Sudan has some of the best media law in the region, but the problem lies in how those laws are applied. The minister said that journalists should respect the limit of their work and avoid exposing information that could endanger national security. He explained that sensitive material like military pack and secret documents are not meant for public release. At the same time, Makuei urged security forces to treat journalists with respect and to give accurate information to their commander and the public. He said that mutual trust between the media and the military is essential for peace, stability, and the protection of human rights. Makuei advised soldiers not to view journalists as enemies, and he also reminded journalists not to provoke security officers or seek confidential information. He said both the army and the press serve one nation and one people, and they must work hand in hand to protect the image and unity of South Sudan. This story from across the country show the South Sudan continue to face serious challenges but also continues to move forward. From young people demanding fairness in unity state to mothers suffering separation at the border to court delivering long-awaited justice and to call for cooperation between journalists and soldiers. The message is clear. The people of South Sudan want fairness, peace and unity. Jawan ban liang guas me ban arwacha kalarit in konlat Caribbean brori palping kaliang dian ba ko kan ka very important message to go around or the linga ka kida mandana tuog dar janga jenu ngum tuogone to kon galere bu kon kaliang guas me kan kono nyam gorno jin bi subscribe ka bi notification bell bi jetwain ko mete ko mishi barech ba shamala shi bi kaji guas ndana pailaret jawab ya lengwa sama ka Changfied YouTube channel ngwana tintere wiki unity state she can company ni ki oil companies tin let ray wiki unity state and she can ngwana tintere which ka unity state chicken ka pair kane shanga ke jaga long kan oil company ten cha ko nong ke cha nang ray wiki unity state to kwaliet kwa jalel wakan ka bikan ka kulo kwa Ramadan la kwer ngwane re wichin binami ka unity state she oil company she jagwanya no can local no they can natin control local people ki local community they can ka kam shunken chala da Ramadan and la kweri and wone na janen ngwanten content re wichin binami pen ga kalat ka pen ga ka wo kan de ko dul gorka shit ka scholarship tin ko la ngon ke wacha ka kam ngwanten content re wich shimwani galaro nena kan company ni tin konde lere wiki unity state lateji kan galat kenya mano de galat kel ke ngani shit ke company manchal ke tukon ga company mutually greater pioneer so bana utin gwada mekenium chikala do ne kenyam kaneti ti shalgati e company ni chikana la no they can let kel kanetin kontila jiwich ka gwada dana chikarwani gan to no big let kel kaneka kore kede chikan kala no bikan jiwich ke ngan bikan ko mo let ka bikan ko mo dul gor kam biko tin scholarship ni kon la won ke no they can use ke ngande kan ga support chala Ramadan and la representative no more can account work so form is niken kan galaslet kan ngane unity state she can work with by president abande ngai ke changa dioka jokala Wednesday she karwa ke je she can ga jogo no na greater pioneer operating company manchal ke jipoch kan company median chal ke Sud Petroleum operating company ke is poch kan company dangro ti chikarwa je dan chikala no de kan community de kan galwak de kan ngande kan nang dul gorka ke de kan gamoy kalat kan company ne titini kan kala chika vice president abande ngai chikana lare ke chikana jok chingwani lar no ne kan ngwandi al kontin kulliyat lat dorian to oyal te kudian ki dobdan kwa liyat kwa la jika ka kan ne de tin shaka pelchina ro ka can some companies ke company telere which in winami especially dorashal ke good county wa cha ngani tin dul gor ka cha no latin ka cha no ko de ka private universities la cha ka kam la kan scholarship ba cha ka ngun scholarship program kan money mi je ga lon ko kan company te kula te rai wuj gwasme te ga rai ko te dora te ka liet kon ji wuj ngum de ne kula pel ka je tel makam ka ne tel liet makam ka ne kan jo mo ji kan lat jidwara chalke jikany student association kanale community association kanale content chikam plan chikalar no enman chalat netin contin la company ni tilatray which in winami kan ku gane treat unfairly nyok melat kan mishala discriminatory law de kane no chicken ngani chicken ga no lat ngani konde kula let ka chicken ngani kan kanang dul gorka batin ne konde kula dul gorka lo migu kan no jiram ma shangi tel makam kan ji so kan na mane mi jiya galong so janta dan chicken lat Ramadan lat tabande ngai mala kwer youth delegation wa kweren shwale Gadjan Mayan Shar kan ruda dim chal Sultan William Wijalwur kan chol kan national government no de kan me de kan guch ta chang kana je ga jamare wiki unit state gwan mo chang wen cha mo kelet ke cha chinna chak dier ka ke she by president abande nga cha jo cha jelat gwasame janaba jo me bajanang ba jelat bulmel la economic cluster Janebe lat Bolmel, Janebe lat Queer Minister of Petroleum, Janebe lat Nathan Con la Quar Oil Companies, and Bob Meter me Kirega me Bajagwich Agua, ku Chagua Panino de Mane, de Penudel Gorka, de Peno de let Janana Mo Bajetopchi Taban Dengai, the Joe Mochajetop ku Shinatin Contin la Mwane, Wiki to State Chico Kude, and on Chajo Mochaja Queen. Kan chicken right ke chicken jogono de nam de gwich tabande nga chela no bana me bajo gwich no ko me yarka community no cha jogban wo de gwich bane ke jen pollution dana non oil ko en petroleum of course yarana long ko jen ne jen me cha gat cha dab gat sometimes dong ba dablo che de form te ti jeglat ken gaten te diala ti gorgo jano de South Sudan ba de gwitin ko ngai kone oil melade yaramun yarana ne ten wana mo ka jano chane de kontela local community rai wichin winami te ram dir ke tik dien te le mo kam ka ke so jen jodan let gwasa me ne de content let ka oil companies ke kwar te le jo mi chikana lat so mi chete ke ler mi chibin ke kwidien gwada cha demanding cha to go ngani tama ba jenung ya ka ba lat ya kan kono nyam gorno jin bi subscribe ka Changfied YouTube channel ko mi te mi chibare pe chamala shibikaje chan right gwasa me gwa mi shala de wone ne shamana gan tela South Sudanese teaching rai wika Sudan cha ka lojre wich ka South Sudan ka do mi mo cha gat ken cha ga ban pin te kene de cha deport ke cha lojo ka Sudan gwa de ngai kona Sudan ka Khartoum te South Sudanese dial te keten ban ma cha la de kuma Sudan n winemi wa do mi je ka report cha nong wa ken chicken ne kon la man gan chicken gore ka kan dial no chicken ga la re ba ni chicken ka nang re dwar shal ka ran county banken gat ken banken ka pin wa cha manage ko kor the last South Sudanese women cha ka nang re which karan county wa ken cha ka yen ka Khartoum ga dial yor ka re baska ku ran gwa da anta ga de tin ke gat ken ko ne kan ga dab no na me chalat Sudan government she right ko to gwaz men na ka parliament jo chalat deputy speaker parmena awerial long chela do ne jenni shi parliament che newton tama ka jen re ka chito ne ku kala newton ka chang wan pan shala do ne shirang commissioner ding dang lut cha jo cha jala do cha mende shop ko korte which cha ka deport ke cha ka kanre wi ka Sudan cha ka non karang ka border ajen de mela shocking alon ke men ngar na ka ja gat ken cha ka ban pin kane de tede te de no man gat ka a nang ka bom ka gat ken ban ka pin mi che jen ngum ji karana nang ne kan gat ka kel ba shuwa ko ba nang ne tin kon tila mane gan palka gat ken de gade kul lotet na me wa very concerning issue ka jo chalat gwasame cha ramadan nong na re wike Sudan de do dien ki kwer Michel Lieutenant Ali Saleh Bilal jen Sudanese official ramadan jel ke convoy ki ke torbiel kon non ka chela do ne ko cha jung no ngum la jen michna men non yen men ka biya gat ken biya ban pin kan ne kon la mane gan chela do ne me order me be ne ka director of the foreign department no jenni direction ki order be ne ka query and niam cha go jogo no ne me shagwa ko te le chek me de jal ka ban ga gat ka pin kwa gar kwa la pel cha jogo no jin der gwano de ka lo jok de kan gat ken de kan ko gor mishika gat ken jigde yen ka kula lojo ko tama chiaga de no re wika South Sudan ka bi ka bitlora bang chiaga gat ken chiaga ban pin de kula shenga de ramishi gat ka ban pin en tongami chiaga jugo no de yen ka lojok ka de yen guben kel ka gat ken South Sudanese Parliament, Honorable Stephen Bull Lay, Shamishan Mocha de condemn deportation a Jagamone. Jagajogono, this is inhuman. Ka Chalarone me Jagalong, it must be stopped immediately. Chajo Mocha Jalat. A general D man garde can Kabanya Gadaping, when Ojin Ramamokana Gadke, Nanga Kandialaka, Wajandan and Nangaketin. Chaga Chagade Banpin and when a more God could lo church, man got Guadame, Jane dear. Shala do na me she chong sha nediti chaga jogono loja jok we agora kakan gar to jen joran shala na me so mite report me bena kiden banje link do badan en kiga gwadan beben lero dien ban lengwa the many jo mi ben rewe ke bentiu chala do ne ti ke ne ti sha men cha ka kapin ki gwar nyet rewe ke bentiu ke unit state mobile code ke gwalo ge da ne sha ya pin chala do shi ke ne dangwal bangwan ti shi men gana ka pin ke shi ka gwar nye ti kana ka pin mi mon me serious crime ke ne ditin wa cha ka kef ko wa tan yen shi na ka tan yen shi na ti kana ka pin kan ne ti chala do kan cha ka lu ka joran chala gwasame ka cha code mobile code cha ga la teslo ajalong ko shi kan case ni tungwan ti chop jen bakel case chicken ka tuk kalane andor anay recon ya rije ya lan wan kalung but rain and ya wa cha ken jen bakal cha ga tuk no cha jo mo cha jalat madeng lajor madeng Jal State Public Prosecutor ke acting legal administrator she confirm no ni ken jen bakal cha ga realika ka chiga tuk jana na jani ne ti jan ken jan dang ru diech de ko larno chere mi ngod kes ne ti shop ke jan dok wi de dok to ngod jan de gude diech kana tuk but jan dang ru diech akani cha tan cha ga tuk re ne dialan content charik chagalat madeng chela do ne jani chi police ni chi ken case ni new case ne ri shop ko kor chi ken ka Kevin tama tungo na lat ke investigation so what crime rate on yam longre which in mi ke unit state ke jora na chalat ke ja ajen makap ne te ngwana no sha ka yena ken lerken United Nation mission rai wika South Sudan la unimis lerken tezlo ay midida long ko lwakake no ne ke kenene ka pyro 2024 lene kel ke unimis la United Nation mission lwakane ka kwakran kone long de lat no Natalia Mazur jen unimis rule of law officer ka unit state tikala do nena che court che dom gwa che jalat ka lokana ko bi malben jen joran tikala na mo the current session of the court start September 29 ka bato ka October 24 jen joran dikan lat so mission me la road jojo gwaza me wudi shalka me Michael Makuei jen journalist kana SSPDF shikan de nyin ko ku ka defend which jen joran gore de nyaa ye kelan ban nyaw jegal herden bi atagamal chui poro jino be subscribe ka Changfied YouTube channel. Bye bye.